everybody, I'm Scott Allen Miller. Today on Sam IT, we're going to talk about how it's not your money. Well, we assume it's not. Generally, we're talking to IT professionals and not to owners of businesses. Of course, owners may be the head of IT, and as an IT pro, maybe you own a business, in which case, I'm sorry, it's your money. But let's separate ourselves from that. Put on our IT hat, make technical decisions, and now I want you to think about the fact that the things that you do in IT are not with your money. You're using the business's money. That does not mean you should be reckless. If anything, it should be the opposite. You should be looking after their money better than you would after your own. Your own, for example, you may want to go to McDonald's and splurge on the extra large fries just because you really like fries. The reality is they're kind of greasy, they have lots of salt, they're not very good for you. But it's your money and it's your health and it's just something you want, go ahead. Unless your doctor told you not to. But for everything else, when you're dealing with the business, it is not your money, so you need to be a good steward of it, and you need to make good decisions. In fact, that's the role, the number one biggest role of IT is being good financial stewards to the organization vis-a-vis technology. Right? We are a business unit. We're part of the business. Our context is all about money and profits and finances. Everything we do has to fall into that context, and so to do so we need to carefully make sure that everything we're doing makes good financial sense. Great. Now that we do that, right, it's important for us to remember that the money we're spending isn't ours. Often, and this is very easy to have happen, and I know why it happens, but psychologically, especially in IT, it is very easy to become emotionally attached to the money involved. And it's very important for IT not to have this happen because IT deals with heavily volatile components of the business. We make some of the largest investments. Often operations makes bigger investments than we do, but we're still very large. And sometimes we're the largest. And we make very dangerous decisions because things change rapidly. We can't know what's coming in the future. We can't know every product that's on the market. We can't know all kinds of things. We deal with an extremely complex and volatile marketplace. So it's very easy for us to spend big amounts of money and make big mistakes with it. And we try very hard, we hope, to not have those things go awry, but they will. But it's very important to understand that it's not your money. You are paid to do the best job that you can do within reason with the business's money. You should not be emotionally tied to that money. You should be emotionally tied to doing a good job. You want to do a good job, you feel bad if you do a bad job. That is healthy and you should be in that role, but it's important to not carry it too far and suddenly become emotionally attached and not spend when you need to because you feel like it's your money and you don't want to waste it. And you should not feel that spending big money on good investments is bad or that you can't take risks because you're risk averse personally. Those things don't matter. You need to separate your own reactions and your own emotional state and your own risk aversion, and you need to look at the business and understand its risk aversion, its ability to invest, its opportunities, and use math and logic to do the best thing for the business, not what's best for your emotional state. That goes pretty much without saying, and I think most people understand that, but it is sometimes very difficult to separate our own emotions and realize that things like risk aversion may be something that we have personally that do not get reflected by the business, which may be very risk-taking and willing to do adventurous things and is not looking for you to protect it from that because that may be part of its business plan or simply how it works out financially. So that's just an important part of being in IT is being able to recognize when we're making emotional reactions, often caused by the fact that we're dealing with lots of money that we feel heavily responsible for, and we want to protect the business and we want to do the right thing. But to do that, we have to be non-emotional and stay very, very focused on the numbers and looking at the logic of what makes sense for the business and do the things that meet its needs the best within our abilities. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe. You can put your comments in the thread below, and as always, you can sponsor us on Patreon to help make shows like this possible. Discover how easy and affordable business telephone service can be. Say it with Talkadillo.